Hello fight fans, welcome to VC World. Please, if you're new to the channel, click that like button right now to this video. And if you're already subscribed to this channel, you know what you have to do, you know what it is. Please click the like button and of course subscribe. I bet if you have to subscribe 10 times, but you know me. So not support, not just support now. Hope you enjoy the way. So I gotta send this link, a link to the video clip of the underwater, talking about killing Dominic Breazeale. He said in the past that listen, he wants Dominic Breazeale's kills to be there when he does damage to their dad, and yeah. And I thought that maybe it just kind of said it for popularity reasons, but it looks like Waller is really serious about the damage to Dominic Breazeale. It's just kind of sad, boxing is not about that. Boxing is a sweet science, where you have to calm down, you don't want to kill someone in the ring. It's just kind of crazy. But let's hear what Deontay has to say, and let's then look at the reaction from Bruno, former WBC champion, before we proceed. Let's go.
He seeked me. So if it comes,
what would you say about that?
Hey, Dominic Breazeale asked for this. I didn't go seek him, he seeked me. So if it comes, it comes. This is a brutal sport. This is not a gentleman's sport. I keep saying this is not a gentleman's sport. We don't ask to hit each other in the face, but we does anyway. And you can ask any doctor around the world, and he'll tell you the head is not meant to be hit. Anybody can go. And on this particular time, we have bad blood against each other. This is the only sport where you can kill a man and get paid for it at the same time. It's legal. So why not use my right to do so?
Well, I'm speechless right now hearing that from the underwater. I got sent a link before, but I don't know. I'm just disappointed, as a boxing fan, to see Water say such a thing, about another man who has family, who has a wife, who has something to live for, and he himself has a family as well. How would it feel if he gets in the ring and then the opposite happens, meaning Dominic Breazeale holding him and maybe brutally injuring him, So I don't know what to say, but Bruno gave his opinion, gave his thoughts, and reacted to the statement from Deontay Water. And this is what Bruno has to say. As you can see right here, he says, this guy would say anything to hide his profile as a former WBC heavyweight champion. I never got in the ring to kill a man. This gives boxing a bad name. This is a sport. We are not gladiators. These are not Roman times. We shake hands afterwards and go home to our families. Bruno was very specific there. And also you can see Lambasts Deontay Water saying that Deontay Water is using these to kind of uplift his profile. And also looking at the fight of Breazeale Water, and when that fight got made, when the mandatory shot was called by WBC President Marcel Suleiman, yeah, a lot of people had some mixed opinions, mixed thoughts about it, because they felt like Dillian Whyte and Dominic Breazeale should have been fighting by now. Not Water and Breazeale. So Water saw that, Showtime themselves, they saw that. That's why they did not make this fight a pay-per-view. Normally they do. And also I wonder what the WBC are doing about it, man. They're just kind of quiet. Like, this guy Deontay Water isn't represented them in a professional manner. He's being like a nuisance, talking anyhow he likes. And it's just crazy because the class the likes of Bruno has, Water can never have that. Bruno is a former WBC heavyweight champion. So we know Mike Tyson said some stuff in the past to when he was, Mike Tyson was a monster, bro. At the time, Mike Tyson never intended to kill anyone in the ring, never wanted to have a body on his record. Water saying this stuff is shameful, and I think he should be punished by WBC. But will that happen? I don't see it happening. Why? Because of the corruption. And also, whenever I go in on Water, some people always write me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, saying that we're BBC, Water's a Nigerian like you, why you going hard on him? Listen, Water might have a Nigerian heritage, we all know that. Yeah, he has a Nigerian heritage, no problem, but Nigerians don't behave like cowards, you know what I mean? So he's not a guy who has Nigerian parents. He did not grow up in a Nigerian household, you know what I mean? He has Nigerian heritage via his ancestry, which I can understand. He also has other, ancestral heritage, like Asian ancestral heritage, European ancestral heritage, Native American ancestral heritage, I guess. And it doesn't really matter, even though he's a Nigerian. Even if he's a Nigerian, it doesn't really matter. I don't really care, because as unbiased as I am, whenever a country, my countryman does something wrong, I actually will do something about it and talk about it. Just like when I heard about Fajab's age, I had to talk about it. Normally I can just stay quiet, but I can't stay quiet. I'm not bass. Only bass people keep quiet and try to act like they never heard of it, or they don't want to admit it, or what's going on. So I'm not like that. I speak my mind, and I speak the truth, so the truth will set me free. I don't say. So it's just kind of crazy. Deontay Water, en mi opinión, está loco. Es un hombre loco y quiere matar a otra persona. Para mí no lo veo bien, ¿sabes? No lo veo bien, hombre. It's just kind of crazy. And from Bruno giving Deontay Water hair right now, man, telling him, look at this guy is just trying to hidden his profile. He's trying to uplift his profile, trying to grow his profile. He knows that. Listen, that's why he always try to keep Joshua's name on his mouth, man, because he knows that without Joshua, his career is like, it's not gonna go well. Like, people are starting to see that he's ducking. And also, I got a lot of videos coming from Deontay Water, man. About Deontay Water, I got a lot of videos coming. I didn't want to actually, look at my videos. Now, I've not been talking about Deontay Water so much. Sorry, guys. I've not been talking about him too much because I just feel like it's a waste of time, and I don't want to be talking about this guy too much, because I feel like the more I talk about him, the more I really want to keep going in hard on them and talking bad about him. And I don't want to talk bad about him, because at the end of the day, he's a family man. He's a guy who has kids, who has family, who has a wife and all that stuff. It's not nice, but what is actually coming out of his mouth is just too bad. Even though you have the power to knock Dominic Breazeale out, for you to say that you want to kill another man in the ring is not, a nice thing to say. It's not nice. It's not professional. That's why this guy can never be like Anthony Joshua. He can never be respected like Anthony Joshua. He can never be like that. He's just two different people, So I don't know what to say, guys. I mean, what are your thoughts? From Bruno, chastising Deontay Water, actually lambasted him for behaving like a nuisance, you know what I mean? But what I say, what about Lennox Lewis? What will he say? What will he say, Lennox Lewis? What will you say now? Nothing, right? Nothing. Don't that fair you, Chris. Lennox Lewis always have a lot of time to criticize Joshua or Matchroom, but never talk about PBC fighters and other stuff. And like Deontay Water so hard, man. Just look at it. You see any quote from here talking about Deontay Water or criticizing him? No. This guy's is a puppet to PBC, and it's very it's sad to see that, guys. Anyway, guys, like the video, share, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Like I always say, go follow me on Instagram at Boxing Block Center, and as well on Twitter at Boxing Block. You know, DM me, write me, touch it about me, say anything you want about me. All opinions are welcome, man. I have no problem with nobody, guys. Cheers. Stay blessed.